Uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom!
Well, hello there, humans, and welcome to what I think is a really interesting and much needed video that you won't find all over the interwebs. This is about what I think is currently the most underrated weapon in PUBG Mobile. And I've got a couple of reasons for that, but I'm not talking about people who think the Mark 14 is terrible and that is the most underrated weapon, because that's talking about people who are idiots. And if you're watching this video, you're probably a discerning PUBG Mobile player and you know the value of the Mark 14. But the FAMAS, well, the FAMAS has for a long time been one of the most ignored weapons in PUBG Mobile. It's a map-specific weapon, so it isn't covered off in a lot of places. And for a map-specific weapon, it really wasn't very sought. Not a lot of people went, oh, I can't wait to go and play Livik because I like to run the FAMAS. The thing is, I don't know if this is a recent change or if this is a change that PUBG Mobile put in at some patch at some other time, because I was the only one that I could find that really tested the FAMAS out, that found the rate of fire and the damage numbers for it and put them up on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet, of course, is in the link in the Discord server. Just go and join the Discord server. It's in the description below. If you haven't done that already, we've got well over 12,000 people on that server now. So you want to get the early numbers, go there, get the early numbers. The thing about the FAMAS and PUBG Mobile is they make changes all the time to guns, and they don't put it in the patch notes. And they make tiny changes like dropping 0.1 of damage here or taking 0.01 seconds off a rate of fire there. And the FAMAS could well have been buffed at any point between when it was dropped and the most recent update 1.5. But the reason it's notable now is I went and tested the rate of fire on all the guns again. And the FAMAS got a much bigger rate of fire at some point in time. Now, that rate of fire buff has made the FAMAS a very interesting weapon. It's now got an incredible rate of fire of 0.067 seconds per round. What else has a rate of fire like that? Well, you'd need to go to some of the SMGs. The MP5K, the P90. I mean, these are the kinds of numbers you're getting on those kind of SMGs. The only thing is the FAMAS has a round that does 37.9 base damage. And it's a funny 5.56 AR in that it does 37.9. The normal 5.56 AR round is 40.9. So it's specifically about CQC. And the thing about the FAMAS for me, it was really weird, is I get better recoil with the FAMAS running a 3x on it than I do running a red dot, which is crazy because it has very high recoil. And the other thing about it that's weird is it's only got 25 as a base round. The FAMAS needs an extended mag to go up to 35 rounds of ammunition. But the thing that's great about it is it's got 909 meters a second bullet speed. Now, if you know anything about SMGs, you would know that CQC is their pure and simple only place to shine, because the bullet speeds of SMGs are absolutely woeful. But the FAMAS doesn't have that problem. It doesn't have good recoil, but if you can get a compensator on it, you can do very, very well. But it will smash an SMG at 50 meters because the FAMAS has incredibly good 5.56 bullet speed. So now you've got super fast rate of fire, super fast bullet speed, and a time to kill on a level 2 vest of 0.268. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gents, that's faster than an AKM. It's faster than an M762. It's faster than an M249 or a DP28. It's faster than pretty much every AR in the game apart from a Groza, and that's saying something because that is a very, very quick weapon. Your M416's time to kill at the same range is 0.376. The FAMAS has a faster time to kill than an Uzi, a faster time to kill than a Tommy gun, or actually it's the same basically as a Tommy gun, and just above the UMP, and basically the same as a Vector. And yet it's got 909 meters a second shell velocity. So if you're on Livik and you're thinking of running an M416 as a secondary, run this as a primary. and run the M416 as your long-range weapon, and then switch to this for the up-close and personal when you get those opportunities to really smash. Because the FAMAS kicks a lot of rounds, and it kicks them out real quick. And I call this underrated because no one runs this gun on purpose. It's really not a gun that is popular with the player base, but it is a gun that has a real place in the game. It is a legitimate 5.56 AR that is CQC centric, and it wasn't previously. The previous rate of fire meant that you were well over 0.3 as a time to kill, and that was too big a trade-off. But now you're a proper time to kill monster. So if you're thinking of doing something a little bit different, why not try the FAMAS in CQC on Livic and see how you go? Remember, the things you really need on this gun: compensator is one, and an extended AR mag is the other. Oh, and one other thing I really do need to mention, and I'll show you this clip at the end because it's pretty important, is that the FAMAS has a terrible reload. The reload is very long unless you have I'd take a quick draw mag on this thing ASAP and then wait for the extended quick draw later, because the reload will kill you. It is literally something that is mind-numbing when you don't have an extended quick draw mag. Gee, it hurts. But that's probably the biggest negative on it. And the recoil is such that even though it's 5.56, it is going to hurt if you go at range. If you get a compensator on it, that really helps with this weapon. It is the most compensator needing 5.56 AR you're going to find, but it spits truth bombs of damage out like nobody's business. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos on all the new weapons and all the new updates and all the new rates of fire. I'm really enjoying making them. Again, try it with a 3X. I need to do a video on the sensitivity settings because I need to update all my sensitivity settings to be, extremely sensitive to each weapon. I'm going to do a video on this gun very shortly, the SCAR-L. I'm finding the SCAR-L to be even better than it was pre-patch. I'm liking it every bit as much as the M4 at the moment, and it looks better and it sounds cooler. This is a great example to finish of the FAMAS reload getting me rocked, which is unfortunate. Anyway, I'm Bushka. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that Discord server if you want access to the spreadsheets as they pop up. We're going to be doing some stuff with the webpage and the Discord server, and stay safe on the battlefield. Until next time, bye for now. Oh, look at this reload. Here it comes. You ready? Here it comes. Brutal.